welcome back. Wow, doesn't it feel like a Monday? Mike Eppel, good morning to you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Every cloud that went over yesterday seemed to have rain in it, so that kind of
Oh,
was a summation of the
wah.
weekend, you know?
Exactly. Anyway, let's begin. There are things to talk about. It feels like a bit of a slower start. That's all. I think everyone's kind of dragging their feet today.
New month, kind of sluggish. It's like, okay, what's next, right? The month of April was filled with twists and turns, and from a market standpoint, it actually was pretty good. Stocks were up. And we're seeing a little bit more of the same in the early going this morning, because the talk out of Europe right now, Melanie, is about the easing of travel restrictions. But there's a catch. They're saying, yeah, we're looking at lifting the restrictions on non-essential travel, so tourism, in effect, but you have to show vaccination documentation. So this is going to be this idea of a vaccine passport. The optimism, though, that is creating related to travel and tourism is quite significant, as you might expect. At the same time, however, the European Union is also looking at an outright ban on travel from current COVID hotspots, India, at the top of that list. So there's some vagaries to what the signals are right now related to the pandemic. Who can travel? Who can't? Where to? This is going to be a changeable and developing kind of scenario over the course of the springtime, I suppose.
And what those vaccination passports look like, there was already talk about them being not legitimate, people trying to forge ones.
Right.
So what will that all look like in checkpoints? So yes, lots to come, lots to discuss.
Will it just be something on your smartphone, QSR code of some sort of thing? That might just be the simplest, but then you get into privacy issues and all sorts of other debates, I suppose, about the entire issue.
Absolutely. Okay. Are you a video game guy, by the way?
Not really, no.
You're
My
not?
kids,
Okay.
I think at the start of the pandemic, people were looking for anything and everything to do.
Sure.
So maybe there was an uptrend, and the video game market has, gone up substantially, and it's been pretty consistent. Me personally, not so much, but there are billions of dollars at stake in this court battle that starts today between North Carolina-based Epic Games, which makes the Fortnite game, which of course has been one of the most popular platforms for the past year. Really, 250 million users. that's a big number. And the reason this is important is Epic is suing Apple related to the 30%, upwards of 30% that Apple takes from Epic Games downloads on the App Store. So this is going to be a test case for the developers, the companies that control the ecosystems, Apple and Samsung potentially. Wouldn't be the first time that Apple has faced a battle of this nature. They squared off against Spotify in the streaming market as well. So it's going to take about 3 weeks, and it's going to be very interesting to see if, in fact, this costs Apple money, or can they keep the status quo? Because, of course, Epic needs Apple for access, right, through the Apple system. So, interesting case.
I don't know. Last video game I played was like Street Fighter or something. Hadouken, Shoryuken. That's all I remember. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's all I have. Finally, we're expecting some big earnings from big players, and it's indicative of what we're seeing with the economy and our bounce back post-pandemic, right? So Cineplex we're looking at, and Air Canada, yes?
Yeah, Cineplex, let's start there, because, I mean, their theaters are still dark. And, you cross the border, and 65% of American movie theaters have reopened. Now, we don't have major blockbusters yet, but still, there seems to be a demand from the movie-going public to actually get back into theaters. So they're just kind of waiting for the things to reopen here. Air Canada reports earnings this week, and of course, they most recently got their bailout money, but still, very low passenger numbers, and that's not going to change anytime soon. And also, one area of the economy that is doing very well right now, Melanie, is real estate. And over the course of the week, we'll be getting the April real estate statistics. And guess what those are going to be? Record-breaking.
No joke. Yeah. All right, Mike. As always, appreciate the time. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. 6:17 is your time right now. Pfizer vaccines could soon be coming to a pharmacy near you, and we've got those details on a new pilot project coming up.